starting the recording and sharing the screen. As we learned yesterday, we know there are four methods, four types of method creations. So one is with no return type, no argument, with return type and no argument, no return type, add argument, and with return type and argument. And this is the method header. So we have how to create a simple method also. Let's learn to create other three types of methods today. So yeah. So here no return type and no argument. So we know the return type means what type of data you will give it in this place, which is going to return it from the method. So let's do a public. Now, for example, if the method is returning a number, then I'm giving as a int. One second. Hello. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. So, if I want to return a number, then in the place of void, I have to give the type as an int. So, I'm giving, now see, add is a method name. So, I'm just having two local variable with value, and I'm adding and to return the result, I have to use a keyword called return, and what value I'm returning, that variable or the value. Straight away, if you want to return a number, you can return it, or through variable also you can return it. Now I am just sending the variable which is of the int. Okay. Now how do we do this method? By using an object. I've already created an object. When I create the object, what it will do, it will initialize the instance variable and it will hold all the methods. So if I want to call this add, invoke this add, then I will be using object name dot add. So this will activate this. It is like switching on your light. Until you switch on the light has a functionality, but it will not burn until you switch on, like that. Until you call through the object, your method will sit idle. It doesn't do any function. So when you call, it will do stepwise and it will return the value here. Okay. When it is returning, you need to see, I'm throwing a ball from one place. You need to catch, in your hand or in a basket, anything, you have to catch it. Otherwise, what it will happen, it will again fall down. Similarly, it is returning a value which is of type int. You need to take it in some storage box so that you will be able to print the same or do any action.
Okay, having a question. Object has to be created only inside the main method.
No, you can create anywhere. Since the main method is like initialization, stepwise it will execute. I'm creating here and calling here. Doesn't mean you cannot create it here. You can create it here also. But there is no point creating here. Anyway, you have to use another object to invoke it here. Then only this object will execute. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is no return, with return value and no arguments. Now I'm going to create a method with argument. See, I'm taking two methods. Okay. Let us have another method named sub. So sub method is having a 2 arguments. Okay. Now you see, if you just watch it, there is a variable and there is no value I assigned. Okay, but I can do operations with this variable. How means wherever you are calling this, you are invoking this method, it mandatory to give some value. Then only this method will be working. Okay. Now see. So what will happen is, now using this object, I'm calling that. So here, wherever I'm calling, it's mandatory to give the proper value to the variable. That is assigning the value to this variable. So now A holds 2, B holds 3. So when I do A minus B, this A is what it is holding 2 and 3. That will be subtracted and value of C. If you want to do it with the other number, you can call it again with different number. This is with argument without return type. Now let's run and see. What is this? Okay. So this is how it works. So other method is with return type and with argument. Let us take multiplication. It takes 2 arguments and also I'm going to return the result. Returning the result is using return statement. So how will I call you? Using this object, a method, and give some number. It's mandatory to give the number. So if you want the result to be saved, then you can result can be saved in a storage box and you can print it for yourself. So this is very simple. Have any doubt?
No. Continue.
Okay. Now, next topic is method overloading. What is method overloading means? Creating the same method with same method name but different arguments. Okay, it should differ from. So, let me explain you. Method overloading means creating method, okay, more than one method with same method name, but it will differ number of arguments or type of arguments. That is the data type. Okay. Now, for example, let me create a new class. Creating a method public void add. Okay. Simply I'm just writing. Next method is public void add. You cannot have the same duplicate. Okay. Either you should have different, here there is no argument, so you can have an argument like that, you can differentiate, or you can create the same name with different type of argument, with one argument but type should be different. Either of this you can do it. This is called as method overloading. The concept of creating the same name with same method with multiple method with same name, but you can differ with type of an argument or number of argument. This concept is called as method overloading, but this also you can call by creating an object, you can call the particular method. You will be able to call obj.add, no arguments, so need not send anything. obj.add float a. So you have to send some value like float. Float means like decimal number and should end with f. obj.add integer means normal number. So you can also have double. So if you are having double, then you can avoid having an f, just give 1.1 decimal numbers. So this
What's
is,
the difference in having F and without F?
so if you are having a data type float, then you have to give f. Stating decimal number, it is like a float number. And if you are using double, then it should, you need not require, it is, you need not write f of the decimal number. Second thing is float have some limits of the decimal number, like 1.1111 like that. There is one limit saving the float number. Double will have more space compared to float. That is the difference. To differentiate between a float and double, we are notifying it with the f for float. For double, we need not write it. This is the thing. And Aishwarya, so today I cannot cover for 45 minutes. I have other meetings starting at 7. So I'm just winding up this today. I wanted to take, because anyway, we have covered for 25 minutes. I don't want to skip it today, because one day itself we skipped. I don't want to do that because it will affect your continuation. That's why I took you the assignment. Please work on it, because yesterday also I did not give the assignment. Today I'll give it. Please work on it. According. Any doubts, you just ping, or tomorrow we can meet.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.